Over the years, people have called me an absolute liberal. Some of my more liberal friends have said you're way too conservative. So I've heard it all over the years. But I want to talk about how I got to be a pragmatic progressive, and I think it comes from three different life experiences. Certainly one, serving on the San Diego City Council. And I gotta be clear, I love local government. I love local politics. Local government is great because unlike larger legislative bodies, you actually get to debate, discuss, and spend a lot of time together with a much smaller group of people. So you really sort of are forced to work together to solve problems. And so with that experience, I think it has really helped me to have that approach. Certainly in community work, I was a community organizer. And when you're a community organizer, you're used to dealing with disparate views on everything from A to Z. And if you ever really want to accomplish something, you got to figure out how to work together. And there's nothing like being before a community planning group of 300 people to talk about a street closure, and you got 150 people on one side and 150 people on another. I see a League of Cities person out there. They understand those issues. So you have to become a little more pragmatic in your approach. And I think thirdly, it really is growing up in the South. You know, I really was born a progressive. It just happened, despite my mother and father. It just happened. And, you know, growing up in southwestern Virginia, it was a little more conservative where I grew up. And so having been born a progressive in the South, where it is more conservative, you certainly have a different definition of tolerance and a different definition of what it means to compromise and work together. And in fact, you know, it's sort of a personal survival skill. So, and bottom line, I think I really want to get things done. I think that is the goal. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you create relationships in the process. And the best example I can give is having secured the 5th vote for marriage equality for the amicus brief that we looked at in 2008. And that 5th vote came from a Republican friend, an unlikely Republican friend on the city council. It was all of those years of working together for pragmatic approaches that really enabled him to come forward and be that 5th vote. So it's important in terms of a framework, and it's sort of how I look at things.